Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Max Volk of Chesaning football. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, how's practice going?
Practice is going great. We've put a lot in, throwing a lot of stuff at the younger guys, but they're starting to pick it up, and the older guys are being leaders and doing what we need to do to have a successful season. And I'm just so excited to get rolling.
Okay, remind people what position you play.
I am a quarterback, and I also play some safety on defense.
Okay, what's it like going both ways?
So last year I played both ways most of the year, and I think it's a lot of fun. I want to be out on the field making plays, helping my teammates, doing the best I can to help the team win because really that's what it's all about, winning.
Yeah, it's okay. So coming into this season, what really kind of makes what makes this what's going to make this year like really special for you guys, because there's just a lot of excitement, especially with Coach Walter's second year in the program.
So last year was our first winning season since I think 2016, I believe,
Yeah.
and that was just setting the bar. And so this year we're making the playoffs since the last playoff run was in 2007 for our school, and we want to make the playoffs and see what we make a run at it. I believe this team has a shot and we can do something special.
For a lot of people, that, I mean, I don't know, because last playoff win 18 year, you were probably not even born the last time.
That was the year I was born. Yep, 2007 was the year I was born.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, as just like a player, just like what drives you to be successful?
Uh, it's mostly self goals that I set for myself. I've always held myself accountable and above the standard that it's not average. I want to be an above average person, above average player, above average student. So I just always set myself accountable and keep myself like working hard and never settling because I want to make people proud and I want to make myself proud.
Yeah. So overall, like, what take me through what's a typical practice like?
So practices, we start with a warm up and then we go into our offensive and defensive individual stuff, which is just positional group. And then we'll get together and do team offensive work together and just like that sort of stuff. And then we'll normally do some conditioning because that's what it's all about. We're going to want to go fast. So we have to be conditioned.
How do you handle things when they're not going well?
Keeping a positive attitude. Negativity spreads way easier than positivity. So you can't have any negative thoughts or you can't speak that out loud. You have to be a positive person. And especially as a quarterback, the person that most of the offense looks to, you have to have that positive mindset and keep pushing through no matter what.
You know, kind of talk about you. You've kind of gone a long way to get to this role. Did you ever think you'd be the starting quarterback of your high school?
I've always believed it. I've been playing quarterback my whole life. Ever since I can remember, I've always wanted to be a quarterback. My dad was actually a quarterback, so that's just awesome to me that he was in the same position I was, and I get to carry on his legacy. So I've always wanted to be in this position I am, and I'm just trying to make the best of it.
What's it like playing in a small town?
It's awesome bringing the community together. We're a small community, but when we bring stuff together, it's really awesome to play for a whole community, a whole school. It's just really awesome.
All right, let's go inside your head a little bit. How do you get ready? How does Max Volk get ready for a game?
I always got to listen to some music. Music's my type of stuff. I'll usually look over some notes, some film maybe if I need to, but by that time before a game, I'm mostly mentally prepared. And I just got to get my music to get me really locked in.
All right, what is on Max Volk's playlist?
Oh, some good rap. Uh, Also some hip hop, maybe some country. It doesn't matter. I'm all types of genre type of guy. So really anything I like will get me pumped up.
What's on Max? What's your personality like off the field?
I'm an outgoing type of guy. I've never been really internal and I like being with people. I'm a social person. So I want to be I want to be having fun with people and that's just who I am. I like to make people laugh. I like to have fun with people.
Um, is it just like, where does like being, because like when someone's like absolutely out there like myself, like um outgoing is like not like a trait that you just come naturally with. It is or was your family like that too?
Yeah, my whole family is outgoing. We all love to have laughs and jokes together, and it just comes naturally to me because I grew up around in that type of environment, and it came naturally to me as I grew up.
Yeah. Um, how have you noticed like leadership qualities? I know you as a quarterback, you have to have them. How have you kind of grown into that? Like, what have you kind of done?
So I've taken a leadership role even when I was in middle school in sports. So I've always wanted to be the guy to help the other teammates out when they're like having a rough time or not understanding something. I've always just held myself as the leader because that's just who I grew up as. And my parents knew that I would be a leader and I wanted to prove to them that I really was that person.
Yeah. Um, what is what's gonna make this season what if this season is gonna be a success, what has to happen?
The work ethic cannot stop. We cannot be satisfied. We come into the season knowing that we have something special to do, and we only have 9 games guaranteed, especially for our seniors. And we have a really special senior group. They have 9 games guaranteed, and we have to have a chip on our shoulder as a team, not one person individually. As a team, we have to have the chip on our shoulder that we need to do something special, and we can't be satisfied. We can't get to the top and not be satisfied. We have to keep on going.
Because you're not just playing for your team, you're playing for the overall program, you're playing for your school, and most importantly, you're playing for the community.
Yes,
What's it
sir.
like what's it like to be part of a small community like Chesaning?
It is awesome. I've always grew up being ready just to bring a community together because football, it can always bring a community together. No how big, how small, it can always bring a community together. So like a special team like ours, I think we can do something special.
All right. Let's get to know you, Max. How about that?
All right.
Okay. So, let's see. What is your pregame meal before a game?
Ooh, something light. Can't have too something heavy in the stomach before a game. Me and my friends always used to go to Subway. That's right down the road from the school. So we always get some Subway and then we'll go back to the school and get ready.
Okay. Um, let's see. What's your favorite type of music?
Ooh, I'm a country guy. I got a country personality. I'm a hunter, I'm a fisherman, and I just know so much about it, and it's always been my favorite type of music.
Okay. What's your favorite team to follow?
The Lions has to be. I'm a Detroit Lions fan forever. I don't care if they have their ups and downs. I'm always a Lions fan.
Yeah, I fell off that train years ago. Um, what makes you laugh?
My friends are so funny. I That's why I love being around them. It just makes me so happy how funny they are.
Yeah. Um, is it just like okay, so what's the hardest class you have this year?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to say I have trig and pre-calc this year, so that's gonna be pretty tough. And then I'm gonna have AP calculus my senior year, so I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a challenge, but I know I can do it. So
Okay. Um, what do you want to do? Like, is there what's like a career that is there a job that you've always wanted to do?
obviously, just as far as I can go with sports, I've always wanted to do it. Ever since I can remember as a kid, I just want to be in the big leagues or whatever, just making it happen.
Yeah.
And I just see myself happy that way.
Okay. All right. This should be fun. Name three things people do not know about you.
Oh man. I can solve a Rubik's cube. I learned that when I was younger.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. Yep. What else? Like I said, not many people know I like to hunt and fish a lot.
Okay.
I grew up that way. It's in my family. And hmm. Oh, my cousin, he's actually quarterback at Elma College.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Okay. And finally, name three things that you want to improve at this season.
As a team, we just want to keep on striving for greatness, keep getting
Right.
better and better. I'm sure everybody would agree with that. Like, we can't stop. We have to keep getting better and better every day, every practice, so the games come easy. Myself, I want to be more mobile this year. Last year, I did not have the best rushing as a quarterback. I need to be more mobile and agile, which I've worked a lot in the offseason on that. So I'm ready to show that I've accomplished what I need to do to show that I can be more mobile and agile.
Absolutely. All right.
Uh,
Oh, you still got one more thing, don't you?
Oh, one more. What can I get better at? Being a better leader. I don't think there's ever a time that you can stop being better at being a leader, because every team needs that. I mean, you're not going to have 50 leaders on a team. We all know that there's a certain amount of guys that need to do what they need to do to keep the team in check and just keep on pushing at each other.
All right. Well, Max, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and best of luck this season.
Thank you for having me.